everyone, my name is Steph, this is the Novelty Corner and welcome to my channel. Today I have my Read Digital challenge for June. I've been a little bit slack on completing my own challenges in the last couple of months, but this month will hopefully be different. If you're unfamiliar with this, I post a challenge every month where the goal is to read as many of your digital books as you can, because to be perfectly honest, I think my Kindle unread TBR is approaching something like 550 books. So I do read predominantly on my Kindle these days, but I still like having a challenge so that I can try and pick up things that have been on there for a while. You can interpret digital books however you like, whether they're audiobooks, ebooks, webcomics, fanfiction. You do you. For me, it's ebooks, and we're going to get straight into the challenges for June. There's always a bingo board, and this month there are 9 challenges. So there is the challenge to read a hyped book, to read an LGBTQIA+ book, to read an indie published book, to read a new to you author, to read a book with 6 letters in the title, to read a book written before 2018, to read a book with a diverse character, to read a BIPOC author, and also to read a book by a favourite author. You are of course welcome to double up, triple up, however many books you want to fit into a challenge for this. Go for it. It's a very casual sort of challenge. I have selected books that I would hopefully like to read for each title, but we'll see how I go. So for the challenge to read a hyped book, I want to read Twisted Love by Huang, which is a book that has been very, very popular on BookTube recently, especially amongst the romance booktubers. It is a brother's best friend, opposites attract morality chain book, and that's what I'm here for. Pretty much these days, if you say morality chain, I'm going to say gimme. So I'm very eager to read this one. For the prompt to read an LGBTQIA+ book, I am planning on reading Pink Slip by Katrina Jackson, which I think I read the summary and it said something around the main character Kira becomes the personal assistant to married spies and it becomes a menage, and I'm here for that. For the challenge to read an indie published book, I'm planning on reading Cash by Jessica Gadziala, which is the second book in the Henchman MC series. I want to continue that one. For the challenge to read a new to you author, I'm planning on reading Hot Pursuit by Lynn, Raye Harris, which, what were my notes? It says it's a romantic suspense, a military romance, and a second chance romance. So those are things that I can get behind. Then for the challenge to read a book with 6 words in the title, I'm planning on reading Single by R.J. Scott. This is an romance about a single dad, and I think he has a romance with the doctor who moves in next door to him. For the challenge to read a book written before 2018, I'm planning on reading Slade by Laurann Dohner, which is the second book in the New Species series, which is a series that Heather got me to start reading a couple of months back now, and I've been meaning to continue. So planning on picking this one up. Then for the challenge to read a book with a diverse character, I'm planning on reading The Madness of Lord Ian McKenzie by Jennifer Ashley. This is a historical romance story, which I believe is set in Scotland, and the main character is on the autism spectrum. So I'm very curious. There's been a lot of really good things said about that book. For the challenge to read a BIPOC author, I have The Room at Risk by Talia Hibbert. I think Talia Hibbert was on my list last month and I still didn't get to her book. So I'm basically just trying to read her books, but I keep getting distracted. So I'm going to keep putting them on here until I read some more of them. And then for the challenge to read a favourite author, I'm also planning on reading Wolf by Jessica Gadziala, which is the 3rd book in the Henchman MC series, and I would just like to keep reading through some of them. So that is my Read Digital TBR for June. There will be plenty of other books that I read, but these are the ones that I would like to prioritise and try and get to as many of them as I can. I will leave a link to the blog post where you can download the bingo board if you would like to do this challenge. In the comments, let me know if you are planning on participating and if there are any books that you think you would like to read. Remember, if you do post a TBR or anything like that, you are welcome to tag me or link me to it because I would love to see it. If you are here but you don't want to leave a comment, feel free to leave any kind of pink emoji. Pick your favourite one. I'd love to see it. Otherwise, I hope that wherever you are in the world, you are staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.